Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the KONTAINEROZ podcast. The podcast is sponsored by PortPro, the leading operating system for drayage carriers. Schedule a demo today at portpro.io, and don't forget to mention KONTAINEROZ for 10% off. So, in the studio today, I have Jeremy Sanchez. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell us a little more about you.
Live in Simi Valley. I commute out here every day. Right now I'm working out of Compton as a company driver, but I do plan on being eventually being an owner-operator, just waiting for the market to come down a little bit, and hopefully work will get a little better. I know AB5 is kind of throwing a wrench and everything, but yeah.
So you're not buying a $250,000 truck?
Hell no, bro. I ain't buying a house on wheels. Not right now.
Shit. All right, so you want to share a little bit about your CDL journey, the process, the experience, what you went through?
It was good. I mean, it went pretty quick. Went through. That was a COVID career change. I got laid off my current job. I was working parts for Galpin. Get it at Galpin.
I knew it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
I think they come out a lot on K-Rock, the commercials.
Yeah, it used to be Power 106, bro.
Oh, okay.
Big Boy used to do it. But yeah, I was working with them. I was doing parts, and COVID came around. Got laid off. And then my compadre hit me up. He's like, hey, man, like, see if you like Ready Mix. Like, he owned his own company at the time. He's like, come through, see if you like it. I rolled with them. I got my permit. And he's just like, just get your Class A, though. He's like, don't settle for Class B. It opens up the doors for you. Get everything. Get hazmat, get tankers, do everything. And I did it. So it took a while. I had a couple of deaths in the family, like, set me back. Father-in-law passed away, grandparents. So, but it was good. I think that was the best thing that could ever happen to me, is getting laid off and being put in a corner. Sometimes it just seems like you're getting, going through some bad stuff, but in the end, like, it ends up,
Working out.
Yeah, working out. Builds you up stronger.
So the Ready Mix, is that those trucks with the
cement mixers?
Yeah. Okay,
with the big drum in the back.
Did you like it? Did you end up working there, or that was just to introduce you to the trucking world?
It just kind of introduced me to it, like, he let me drive them a couple of times. They run 10 speeds too, and business kind of slowed up for them. And I know everything has its seasons. Even we have our seasons here. But, like, they wouldn't work if it was, like, really, really hot, because the cement would dry up in the barrel.
Oh, wow.
Or if it was raining, they wouldn't work either. So it was just like I wanted something a little more consistent. Whether that's true now, I don't know. But back then, that was the situation. I was like, you know what? And I didn't want to mix too much business with family either. So I was like, you know what?
Okay.
So actually, that's how I found my job, was through you, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On a post or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
One thing is, like, getting the message, like, hey, bro, thanks, but then, like, okay. So you see it, like, in person, like,
that's why. Like, it's a full circle, bro.
It's crazy. You said you're a company driver, right?
Yeah.
So is it hourly or by the load?
It's hourly. The first company I worked for was by the load. And it was good. The pay wasn't the greatest for the move, so I felt myself, I was working harder than an ugly stripper, dude. Like, chooching the hell out of it. And, seeing some friends get tickets, like couple, not fender benders with other people, but you're just rushing, and, like, your head's always on a swivel, but sometimes you skip a beat, you're moving a little faster than you can keep up with, and, you end up, like, clipping a K-rail.
Yeah.
Just doing stupid shit. So it's like I had to slow down, and I was like, you know what? Like, I had days where, as a company driver, like, especially like on load and a half days, like, I was hitting over $1,000 a day for, like, on an extra day, like a 6th day of the week. But then it just started to slow down, and you're hitting like 250 on a good day, 300, 350, and I found a company that paid me hourly where I could be above like 350, closer to 4 every day, and it's hourly. It's just like I'm not lazy. Like the hustle is still there. I got trained to work by the load, so it's kind of like a hard habit to beat. But like I just remind myself, like slow down, because your license, that's everything. Like if that gets taken from me right now, I don't know where I'll go to make the money I make right now.
Yeah. When you made that decision, did you sit down and run the numbers?
Yeah.
Or do you feel that it's an optical illusion sometimes where it looks better on one end, but
for me, I can't put a price on like not being stressed, because when I was by the load, you're just like, granted, it makes you a better driver because you know how to time management properly. So you're just like, you know what, all right, cool. So I'm gonna hurry up, like chooch it if I need to, get this load out before lunch, run it while lunch is going on at the ports, and then come back right as lunch ends. So that way you can try to get another load for the end of the night. So it taught me everything I need to do as far as the work, like how to get the loads out and stuff. But I wouldn't, right now as a company driver, I wouldn't look back, because right now you can be a safer driver. I can be a safer driver. I can, if something happens, I'm not like, damn, dude, like my day went down the bucket. Like, it's just, regardless if you're getting paid. You do one load, you're getting paid. You do 4 loads, you're getting paid.
Do you think your pay will be impacted as that of many other company drivers by the AB5 thing?
No, because I'm not paid, like, I'm paid W-2.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to go anywhere with that. They do have a lot of trucks, and not as many owner-operators. So for them, like I spoke with them, and for the sake of I'm not going to say their name or anything, but like I've talked about it with them. He's just like, you know what, man, like we're working on it. Like we don't right now. I've noticed actually a lot of places they kind of put like a freeze on holding owner-operators, like a few companies out there. And it's a little scary, because you're just like, man, like, what's going to happen? But it just takes time for everybody to catch up. And that's, man, just waiting to hear back from them. I don't think it's going to affect company drivers, but everybody else is going to have to catch up with the times. I think nobody thought AB5 was going to be here to stay.
Yeah.
And I remember talking about it in like 2019. Like I was training, like 2019, 2020. I was like, dude, like what's going to happen? And some people were like, no, it's not here to stay. Like there's thousands of truckers. How are they going to do that to us? And they did it.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, well, damn, like what do we do?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working through right now. Like I said, I'm working towards being an owner-operator. Just, right now I'm doing the research behind it, try to not go in so blind.
Yeah, with all the stuff you're seeing, all the changes, you came in at an interesting time.
Yeah.
So the CARB, some trucks are on their way out already at the end of the year. AB5, all these regulations, the clearinghouse, just stuff, man, regulation after regulation. So why do you still feel you entertain the thought of owner-operator like coming in?
I need to provide, man. I got my wife at home, or fiance, soon to be wife, but she's ill, so it's just me working. And I want all the things that you want growing up. You want the house. You want like stability, financial freedom. I feel because I don't know any different, I kind of came in to like this stressful situation of all these new regulations. It is stressful, but it's a lot less stressful than somebody who's been so accustomed to trucking without all these regulations and having to adapt. So for me, it's just, you know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like I haven't had it without the regulations.
So you don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
You're like coming in, you're like,
it's
this
like,
is how it is.
Okay,
that's the regulation. Okay, I'm gonna do this for that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna adjust.
exactly.
Okay.
Your
mindset is more like starting off fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you. So overall, why trucking?
Dude, I like it. I was always a class clown. I was always had a lot of friends. I always needed to be around people, but after COVID hit, everybody was stuck in their house and, always having bosses, working in a building, brick and mortar, your boss is in the next office or whatever. But I like the peacefulness. I like being alone, listening to music. I get to spend more time on the phone with people now, whether it's my parents or, your friends you make here. I made a lot of good friends in this industry.
Yeah.
And solid people, and it's like you said, it's a weird time, man. A lot of people are becoming more aware of their mental health too, and I applaud everybody who does it. That's a hard step.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I like it. I like the driving. I like the vibe, I like all of it, it's kind of instant gratification. You notice, when you get better at parking or backing and, talking to people who went from OTR to this, they're like, dude, I don't know how you guys do this. This is stressful. I've never backed up so much in my life. And I don't know, it's cool. I like it. And it provides,
Yeah, that's what we do it for. The main thing, right?
It's just, yeah.
And if you love it, then that's a bonus
exactly, man. Because
it's like
sometimes it ain't even worth the money
to cruise,
Exactly.
So you get to that fucking line.
Yeah, bro. That's why we don't take lunches. We're stuck in lines.
How did you feel when you got your first check trucking?
Bro, it's that was one of my best checks at my first company. Even my trainers were just like, dude, you did really good, bro. That's good, especially for a newbie and you've never even been behind a truck like that. You did really good. I think it was take home was $1,500. It was solid, dude. Before I was making $1,200 every other week.
Okay.
So when I got it, I was like, damn, bro. I told my girl, I was like, you know what? I like doing this. I said, even
trucking is my passion.
I said, yeah, right. That's a new me, yeah. No, it was good, dude. I was like, you know what, dude? I know they're not all gonna be like this. They're not all gonna be this great. You have slow weeks. You have port shutdowns on the first Thursday of the month. But this is good. You can actually have your own place. Rent's expensive. Like I said, my girl's sick, so she doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere we look was $2,000 a month, bro. And at the time we had roommates, so it was helping.
Yeah. Roommates.
Dude, it's freaking rough.
I have bad experiences with roommates, bro. I don't do roommates anymore.
No, that's why we have our own place now.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's just going back, maybe with a parent, I guess, if I really had to, my mother-in-law is pretty dope.
Mine is too.
Yeah, she's super chill, bro. Yeah. But
we lucky, man.
Yeah, dude, for real, because my mom was a nutcase.
So, yeah. I'm not going to ask, but, okay. Describe your first day at the ports. How was that?
First day wasn't bad, dude. That was, I had a trainer. So HLT hires new people right out of driving school people. So if you need a job or, somebody needs a job, Joel Salloway, S&M Trucking, he responded to the post that I posted to you to repost, looking for a job. And he let me know about that place. So thank you, Joel.
That's great that they respond to you. Sometimes I'll be feeling like a dispatcher, but
you're saying, sending messages back. Yeah, but
it's
direct, bro.
So you put, bro, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, I'm looking for a job, new driver.
I put your post, you're looking for a job. I tag you in the bottom, But then I get the messages, tell him to try this. Tell him to try that. People, I tagged him. Please help me out, man.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go tell him on your behalf when you can just click right there. Click the tag.
Boom. Send Adam or send him a message, whatever,
Yeah. Also, then if you guys are private too, sometimes people don't go past that. They're like,
they're private. Like, I don't want to add him.
So then they got to go to messaging and request. And it's so you guys want it, then might want to make it public for the moment. Maybe.
Exactly. And that's
better reach.
Exactly. Definitely. But yeah, man, What was the question again?
Fuck, I got sidetracked.
Yeah, me
I
too.
just thought the DM and someone saw your wanted.
Yeah, Joel.
you know?
Yeah, he hooked me up, bro. Like because he reached out to me like that, like it ever changed everything. I got in a reunion and everything too. So that was the best. Yeah, but the first day at the ports though, so I was training with him.
Yeah.
That's where it was, right? That's yeah.
You were
First,
saying, you were bragging
first day
how
at the
you
ports,
were,
it was cool, bro. Like because he was the one driving, right? He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna throw you in like that. Like just kind of watch what I do because we trained 4 weeks day, 4 weeks on nights. And he's like, just watch first week. He's like, just chill, bro. Like watch what I do. Try to take notes. See what I say at the speaker.
Yeah.
Look at the cheat sheet because they gave us a cheat sheet. Like, all right, this port, like they asked for this, this, and this, like a SCAT code, an appointment number, or whatever, a PIN. He's like, just try to keep track, try to learn your ports, try to know where we're going because when you're driving, I'm not gonna help you as much, so you can kind of learn. Like, all right, cool. So it was chill, bro. Like he did all the driving. I kind of got a sightsee and everything. Like see how the cranes worked and everything. See all the clerks running around. It's a lot. Don't get me wrong. I can imagine how it is for people who, like,
go untrained.
Yeah, dude. Like, I could never. Like, you could, but it's gonna be a freaking mess, man. And even though I had that training and that luxury, like when you're in there on your own, like even without like you're officially on your own, it's still like a lot. You're just like, damn, like, all right, how does this go? And it's just like you're afraid because like they got cameras, so you're not supposed to be on your phone, but then you're looking at the map on your phone real quick, like trying to look and first day by myself.
Yeah.
I got a blowout, bro. I was bringing an export back from Costco Miraloma, and I got a blowout on the back, very last tire on the outside, and I was coming down the Desmond Bridge, and our yard's right there on Ferry Street. So I was like, what do I do? I called my trainer. I was like, hey, bro, like, this happened, like, off the record. I don't want to wait for a tow truck, bro. He's like, just limp it back, dude. Just limp it back. You'll be fine. Just when you pull up to the yard, just tell him like, hey, bro, I just had a blowout on the off ramp.
Yeah.
Don't tell them it happened miles from the yard.
Yeah.
But
bro, try yeah.
Oh, it's happened again further, bro. That happened. I had another one happen on the 105. I made it all the way back to the ports. It is what it is. Really, I feel like no trucking is better than any other industry. Like, I wouldn't say like port's better than flatbed or like reefer or dry van, but I feel like port truckers are a little like the most savage out of the industry. I feel like we
fuck out of our way. Nah.
It's just like you kind of have to.
It's a survival way
bro.
that it's
like
set up. It's kind of
it's just like the chassis are shit. If you get a port chassis, 9 times out of 10. So it's just like you kind of. There's so much learning to do in this industry, man. Like just to make it, because if you did everything by the book, bro, like.
Hell
just do OTR.
No, like right there, you gotta wait for the for the roto guy, for them to roll up, repair your tires, right? Whatever.
When you should have been at the yard at 1 a.m., you're gonna be at the yard at 8 a.m., bro. Like,
yeah, just to get the good boy pat on the back.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna ask you? I want to say that's pretty cool. I think that is a good step for companies to moving forward. Train the drivers, that way they don't go in there and create a mess, Yeah. Because I feel, I've been told, okay, let me rephrase that. They've kind of mentioned that, like, well, you guys should be trained. Don't come in here and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, Yeah. Like the way we expect longshoremen to know what they're doing when they're loading us and not fucking up and dropping cans on us, let's just say, right? So they expect us to know what we're doing too, because then they kind of just don't want to babysit us either, So I get it with that. Like, imagine you're a clerk and you don't know what the fuck to say. No wonder they get upset. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What do you want? Like, get
to the point.
Yeah. So that's really good that they're doing that. I think more companies should do that. Try that. How hard is it for them to get a passenger in there, though? Is there some forms?
They do need to. you know how it is, bro. Like these ports are trying to get big companies in there that have like a lot of CNG trucks. So I think it's based off that, you know, like
right?
Relationships with the state, relationships with the ports. I think that's how they get it. You know, HLT, they do have that. My current company, I don't know if they have that. But I think HLT is one of the only companies that has that, where they can have passengers in there.
Yeah, I think that's smart, bro, because
it is.
If I'm a new driver and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try ports without training, after the first day might be my last. I'll be like,
a lot of people
this.
It is. Even with the training, dude, we saw it was a revolving door. Like, people go in, first day solos, they're like, I'm done. Like, I can't.
Oh, come on.
I can't do it. Come on, bro.
Man.
Like,
They literally held your hand all the way through.
Yep. And that's what, you know, some of the, like, we had a yard manager. He's like, bro, like, we held your hand, dude. Like, it couldn't get any easier for you.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just,
some
people aren't just cut for it, bro.
Yeah.
This is it.
There comes a time, too, when you do get fucking sick of that shit, you know? But
I can imagine. I have my days.
Yeah, like me, I did my time, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so... What is your opinion? What was your opinion about port truckers before the CDL versus now that you're a port trucker?
You know...
I know you saw them around the freeway. You're like...
I did, you know? So, like, I always... As far as trucking goes, I had a cousin. And... Like, I have, like, a white side of the family and then a Mexican side. So, he was from the white side. Dude was huge, bro. I first time I ever met him, he was 6'4". He had, like, a big Peterbilt. And he was pulled in front of my grandpa's house. I never met him before in my life. I was like, dude, that's awesome, bro. And he was driving a reefer. But I was like, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I was probably, like, 10. I was like, dude, like, I would be a truck driver, bro. This is dope. Like, I get to roll on this thing. But seeing port truckers... First time I really paid attention was seeing them getting robbed on Fast and the Furious.
Wow. Wow.
You know, I was like, dang, like I saw like the port scene, you know, they're unloading them, and like I was always curious, like I always thought you had to be like a government employee to get into the ports, right? So I was like, I could never do that, like, you know, past history or whatever, I could never get in there like that. But once I saw you can actually do it, you know, like I was starting to look for jobs, and my cousin's like, make sure you get your TWIC just in case, like. And then I found your Instagram, bro. For there was history. Like, I like it. I like doing containers a lot. I know it's hard right now, especially like when you want to get your own truck. I know it's hard right now, and I would probably branch off, you know, and look into doing other things as well, like with a truck, you know, doing flatbed. I wouldn't mind doing flatbed, chaining and strapping.
Okay.
You know, just be more broad. Don't be, you know.
That's where an authority comes into play.
Exactly.
Freedom to jump around.
Exactly. You know.
So you didn't really entertain much about the thought about container hauling before you
because I didn't think I could.
You just ended up here then. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just ended up here and I liked it.
Containeroz chose you.
That's it, man. Yeah. You know, and I liked it, dude. Like, I was just like, dude, this is dope. Like, you don't have to unload your own freight most of the time. Like, just drop and hook. You're in and out. You bounce, come back. Like, keep moving. Like, I really like this stuff, man.
I have unloaded sometimes because I was a chucho trying to just go help you guys.
You got a live unload, so you're just like,
yeah, let's go. Any port story you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, dude. So I was training. I was training days still. I was with
Oh, okay, all right.
I was with Joel, and was I driving? No, I wasn't. It was my first week, man. And I was at Evergreen. I think it was Evergreen. Well, one of them. This port guy, he was there. He's like, man, look at you guys. Why they got two guys in one truck, man? He's like, just being like a little smart ass, a little clerk, right? He's just this and that. And my trainer was like, oh, he's training, bro. He's new. Yeah, we got a new fish. New fish. He kept calling me new fish, right? He's like, all right, fish. He's like, I'm gonna teach you how to. Actually, I was driving. He's like, he's like, if I do this means back up. If I do this means go forward. If I do this means stop. You know, he's just kind of walk. He was cool, bro. He's cool, smart ass, but he was cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, all right, man. You know, just like be patient with me, bro, because like the new automatic trucks, it's like a manual but automatic, so you have to drive it like a clutch still. And so if you press the gas too hard, bro, that shit just fucking jumps back. So I was stressing, bro. I was like, dude, like, the guy's looking at me. He's like, chill out. You know, like the truck's jumping everywhere and stuff. And they were fish, relax, fish. So I ended up getting the load. He's like, all right, man, like, be cool, bro. Be safe. Like, send me on my way. And I'm driving with the load. And probably about like 10 seconds later, I hear honking. Bah, 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 bah. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I look at Joel. I'm like, dude, what did I do wrong, bro? What did I do wrong? Like, I'm new, right? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What's going on? He's like, hey, remember to relax. He threw a tall can into the freaking truck. A Modelo, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, no way, bro. No way. Yeah, bro.
Unopened, right?
Unopened.
Nice and cold.
Nice and cold, bro. Like, he had a little lonchera in there or something, bro. Dope ass guy. Like, so that kind of set the tone for me too. Like, with port workers, like, they're not all bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I've met a handful of like clerks that are really dope. Some of them misunderstood. You know, I'm just like us. There's good drivers, bad drivers. So it's like, you could turn someone's day around. You know, you just need to kill people with kindness, even if it's you being a bigger person.
Sometimes you just gotta throw a tall can.
It'll turn their day, you know. Sometimes you gotta throw a tall can, and you know, just I saved that beer for a year. I told myself, if I make it a year, I'll drink that beer, and I did.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, bro.
You didn't have it on the spot,
No,
allegedly?
Allegedly, no. No, I saved it for a year, bro. That was my champagne, bro. I made it a year, and I cracked that bitch open.
When was the year?
That was January of last year. So, like, right after New Year's.
That got me thinking, I should have known this because I was, you know, I'm alcoholic, so I should know a little bit about this. Did they expire? Like,
probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see an expiration date. There wasn't no fishies in there when I opened it.
No.
It still had gas, you know.
Yeah. Well, that is very interesting, bro.
Yeah, that was a cool story.
Well, what's one thing you would change at the ports if you could?
One thing, like, to pick is kind of hard. It does have a lot of hang-ups. It's like sometimes things happen, like when it's a long wait to get in. You know, you don't know if it's them. So it's easy to blame somebody, but you don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. But I would say for everybody to be more understanding of each other's jobs. You know, for us as truckers to be more understanding, as for the clerks. You know, maybe they're trying their best. Don't always assume the worst in somebody, you know, and vice versa. You know, clerks have no patience with us, or very limited patience, or they don't understand that we're still like acclimating to these new equipment with these automatic transmissions. Because, like, dude, even 2 years in, it still happens to me where sometimes the clutch engages a little faster than it does, and I smack the shit out of the can. And then they're sitting there yelling at me. Like, it's like, bro, like, I'm trying. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I feel, if I had to change anything, just having a better understanding of each other. Truckers versus, like, the whole clerk thing. And, you know, not all of us are bad. Some of us are trying our best. Some of us do want to be professionals, you know. Just try to be more understanding of where each person's coming from, you know. People have bad days. Understand that, too. That, you know, just, we're human, man. We're not automated yet.
Good one. Did you study for this, man? You can't come in here with some good good points. Do you see yourself doing this forever when you become automated?
Right. You know, man, I've thought about it. Yeah, I've talked about it with my girl. To be honest with you, I like doing this trucking thing. I don't know if I'll ever go over the road. I like going home every night, or at the very least every couple nights being home. But this initially, like, I looked into to do like this trucking thing, like to bust my ass and try to make new avenues for streams of income. You know, I feel like that's kind of one of the, not the only way, but that's one of the more common ways to actually make it and kind of have a little excess. You know, everybody wants more. You know, you want to have just
Stepping stone.
Yeah, just comfort, So it's just like, this was like I wouldn't say a stepping stone, because I wouldn't mind retiring from this, like in my early or late 50s, around there. But this can help, like, finance other streams of income, like other ideas, other side hustles to bring money in. So in this industry, anything can happen, right? Anything, you crash or whatever, your license gets pulled. Like, I don't want to be caught with my pants down and not have a way to provide money, or like just to live. So that's what I realize I'm pretty good at this. So I want to have other streams of income to bring money in, man. It's my key to success.
Is there, so since we're on that topic, what are some side hustles you have, or something you have in mind?
Like, my girl, she does like custom vinyl crafting, right? She does her cricket. So we started that. That's one of our side hustles. She does like mugs, tumblers. She does like welcome mats and stuff, like just Pinterest stuff, so we got her into that. She's doing pretty good, man. She's starting to take off with that. She does lashing on the side. So I kind of converted our office. It's like an office / like, nah, not me, dog. These are natural.
I know she practiced on you at least once.
Why you gotta call me out like that, bro?
Did you support like that?
Yeah, of course, bro. That's my partner.
Yeah,
that's my best friend. So because she got sick, I didn't want her to just be at home and just not do anything.
Yeah, you could go crazy.
If I die, bro, like, I told her, what are you gonna do, dude? Like, you need to be self-sufficient too. So find some things you want to do. I got you. I'm like, let's do it. So those are her little side hustles. For me, I know for a while, like, I'm a mechanic, bro. Like, I know how to work on cars. So I would do little side jobs and stuff here and there when I need money, brakes or whatever, tune up, little things like that. As far as in the future for side hustles, what I like to do is, of course, I like to invest in property. Not so much here in California, probably out of state. Mm-hmm. I'd like to invest in properties and maybe a couple other side businesses. Like, they have like those luxury Mercedes Sprinter vans or whatever. You can rent those out. Just stuff that pays for itself.
Yeah.
Like that, dude. I throw the ideas out there all the time. I'm always thinking of stuff to do. Like buying like luxury-ish like performance cars, and you rent them out like on Turo or something. Because at the end of the day, even if you don't make a lot of money, if you can rent it out a couple of days out of the month, then your car payment's free. Mm-hmm. That car is essentially free. So that's doing things like that. Just brainstorm.
Who inspires you? Like, do you like what books or?
I don't. I should be reading more. It's hard to do it when I drive. Audible. Yeah, I thought about that too. It's like I always end up getting sidetracked because like I watch the road and stuff, so I end up it goes in, but I don't retain it. I don't know if I have ADHD or something, man, but I just have a hard time retaining. But honestly, seeing my family, I come from a family of like business owners. Like I got a tia naturally that cleans houses, and then I got my dad who was a gardener and landscaper. My cousin had his own ready mix company. Other uncles are gardeners. Other uncles do this, that. So it's just seeing them own a business and not go beyond that. Like, granted, they lived comfortable-ish lives, like they had what they needed, and for them that was enough. Yeah. But like nobody in my family has made generational wealth.
Oh, okay. So they have although they're independent and have their own business, it
stops at them.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's not scalable as much.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So that's what I think about a lot. Yeah.
Gotta love the hustle, man.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Any struggles that you may be going through and you're willing to share, that kind of to let people know that, because we see people working all the time and we don't really know what they're going through, and then you'd be surprised what a lot of people go through and they still show up, so what keeps you going? And anything going on at the moment,
Uh,
or you've been through a struggle?
yeah, man. There's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I lost my father-in-law. That was nuts, bro. That was like a couple days before my birthday, 2 years ago. He had a heart attack out in the water. We were up in Mammoth, and just brought him in. My parents were there, of course. My suegra was there. My little cuñada, my fiance. But like before that, you'd always say like, it's like when somebody passes, bro, like it kind of all makes sense what they were saying before. Because he was always like, oh, like if ever anything ever happens, like take care of my girls, like watch them, and like it happened, bro. Like me and my suegra brought him in ashore, and I tried giving him CPR, and it was nuts. Like that was like, dude, it was crazy, bro.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, so it's just like that is what gives me like it kind of lit a fire under my ass, It did. That was everything. That was like it was so unfortunate to lose him, but because of that day, it lit a fire under my ass, Just how short life is, and keep showing up, man. Bad shit happens. Whether it's your significant other, like disrespecting, like whether cheating on you or whatever your case is that you're going through, bro. Like you're having financial trouble. Just know you're not alone. Everybody's going through their own course of life, and just keep going. Just suicide rates up, man. And Instagram doesn't help. You see, like, you wonder. You're just like, dude, like, they're traveling, they're doing this guy just bought this. Like, you can't help but to put pressure on yourself. But it's like, you don't know the steps they took to get there. You don't know if they had help or not. And it's not up to you to know.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down. Don't read into other people's lives so much. Like, focus on yours. Water your grass. Don't pay attention to theirs. Eventually, you work hard enough, and you're gonna have setbacks, but eventually, like, your day is gonna come. Just keep showing up, dude. Don't.
Yeah. Sometimes you wanna like be motivational and shit, but there's a lot of negative going on, and you're like, how can I turn this into something positive for someone? And then sometimes it can kind of like go make it worse for you because you're trying to help others through your struggles. And then it kind of makes you reflect, like, damn, everything's all fucked up. And it kind of makes you feel worse in an attempt to try to uplift others.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes those long-term moments.
Hurdles,
yeah, when it's like, fuck, where's the light?
Yeah.
But I think it's good being open. And then in the long term, when it all works out, you can look back at that and be like, see, even in the long stretches of downtime,
Well, we all want instant gratification.
You know what I mean?
We all want instant gratification. We're all guilty of it. When we bring up a situation or a problem, we want it fixed now.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing that sometimes it takes effort and it takes time for things to be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Even like weight loss, like,
bro,
you try to work out, and then
you do sit-ups, do 100 sit-ups, and you look in the mirror, and you're just like, bro.
Can't hang.
Like, that's, definitely, like, I know what that is. Like, right now, I got to start working on that for my wedding, but.
Yeah. I'd say it's hard to feel good if you don't.
See results.
If you're not fit, it's hard to feel good about yourself. Like,
instant gratification, man.
Like, you want it, but you don't want to put in the work. So.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like nothing that's great is like comes easy, bro. Like.
Hey, back to your situation. Did you experience anything kind of weird after it happened? Like, did you ever find yourself asking for like some kind of sign, or was there anything that you questioned, like any coincidences around the death of him?
Just blessings, bro. That I actually made it. I believe in a lot of that. Blessings from people that are not with us anymore. You can do work the hardest you want, I feel, and feel you're putting in everything. But at the end of the day, it's God's plan. Whether you succeed, sometimes it's just not up to you. You could be pumping your hardest and you just fall on your face. You know, and you just have to take it in and, you know, before you go up, dude, like things got to go down. You know, you have to be put through those hurdles and those problems. Like, that's how you get wise. That's how you get wisdom. And that's how you have to take it. Because if you constantly look at, like, damn, like, I'm getting fucked again. I'm getting fucked again. I'm getting fucked again. Like, of course, bro. Like, you're looking at things the wrong way. Like, naturally, you're going to be like, damn, dude, like, my life fucking sucks. But if you look at it as, like, you know what? Like, I'm being put through this shit, so I learn how to get through it so that I have wisdom to pass on to other people. You have to be more positive, man. Mm-hmm. You know? At least that's how I feel. And so far, within this past year, I've tried to really mold myself into that. And it's helped a lot. It's brought a lot of positivity into my life. You know?
Well, glad to hear things are getting better.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you still have hard times, bro. Like, we still have hard times. My fiance is going through chemo right now. Not for cancer. You know, at least for the most. Every time I tell somebody that, and they're like, is it cancer? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, good.
There's chemo for other things?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know.
Yeah, my girl's got like lupus, like really bad lupus, colitis. She got like autoimmune disorders, like up the ass, bro.
What is lupus?
Lupus is it's a disorder, like it's affected by like the sun. So like when you have too much sun or whatever, like dude, like you'll get like pain in your like aching in your joints, like really bad, bro. Like it'll affect your blood system. It could shut down organs. So she has to. She gets like resets like twice a year. She does chemotherapy, and it's like, dude, you're watching your partner go through it. Like it kills her, bro. Like she has a hard time. Like she got this time it took her through a loop. Like you know, she's just cold sweats, achy. Like, and it's like the thing about it is like if it was cancer, like I don't wish that on anybody, but at least you have a chance of like going into remission. You don't really have to deal with it until it comes back. But it's like this has just been consistent since she was like 15.
This just has to happen kind of like
every like 6 months or so.
Respectfully, it's kind of like a maintenance that the body needs.
Exactly. And it has to reset her immune system and then
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, bro. So it's just, that's what I mean. Like we have our struggles too. You know, like things have gotten a little better as far as like my outlook on life. But we still have struggles. I still deal with that. She still deals with that. You know, she's tough. She handles it. You know, and she has her days like anybody. But so that's what I mean. You're not alone, dude. You're not alone.
You're still showing up to work, bro, with all that on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mis respetos, man.
Nah.
So I'm going through something, you know.
That's it.
So I hope she gets better. You never know, like
you never know. That's why like
things are changing. You know,
like diet helps. You know, like I know we haven't been eating the best or whatever. Who does? Like food's good, bro. Them tacos call our name.
It's that pork money.
Yeah,
not
bro.
eating
like
out all the
time.
What's your favorite spot around here to eat in the truck when you?
Dude, it's hard. Honestly,
no secret spots.
Nah, my girl usually packs me lunch. And she takes care of me, bro. But
you're both troopers.
Yeah, bro. Nah, she's a ride or die for sure, bro.
She would get a pass. You know, you don't think you could get a pass? Like, chill, baby. You know.
Yeah.
Nah, I got you. You got me. I got you. All right.
They got some spots out here though, bro. Like I know there's like a breakfast spot just in the neighborhood if you're not in a truck, you know. But they have like that. It's like a breakfast spot somewhere around here somewhere. They got like a weird, like a egg, fucking mascot or whatever. What it's called, bro? It's like right around the corner. I forgot what it's called.
Like an egg?
Yeah, it's like a egg, like a animated egg as a mascot, bro. Like it's a little breakfast joint. It looks like it's been there forever. They even got like merch.
It's not the chorri, man?
No.
Okay.
Fantastics. They make bomb breakfast burritos. They're right down the street too.
Yeah, you're making me hungry, bro.
I know, dude, me too, bro. This coffee ain't cutting it.
Do you have any advice for other drivers or those that seek to be a driver? Okay, here we go. Let me rephrase that. Hey, bro, I just got my license. What do you recommend I do?
I feel like this is so it's like good and bad, right? So it's like you get into ports, at least for a company driver, you're making pretty good money. Kind of a lot more than anywhere else, like more inland. You know, you get into like whether you're doing flatbed for quick read or whatever. Like, so if you start in the ports and you end up not liking it and you try to find a job inland doing truck driving, you're not going to make as much money. So just like know that in advance. That's money wise, I would say that. So just know like there kind of is like the most money in port work, container work, as a company driver. As far as things to know, like if you have no experience or little experience, HLT, they're clean, bro. They'll give you a job. I don't even work with them, dude. I don't even get that like sign-on bonus or whatever, referral, whatever. But if it wasn't for them, dude, definitely like I don't think I would have had the success that I've had doing this. What else? Be courteous to each other. You know, I know it's sometimes you get in your own zone. And it's easy to be selfish and be like, well, I gotta go. You know, so whether you're like third laning and like cutting people off, bro, like just chill out, bro. Like your life is precious. Other people's roads on the road are precious, bro. Like, you know, you see a trucker trying to get in and you're stuck in traffic. Like, I get it. You know, letting that one driver in. Like, I've been in that position where I let a driver in and it screwed me. Like, the crane comes, lands right on top of you. Goes and you're at the first can on top and he just decides to take lunch. Had you been there those 2 minutes, like whatever, because you let that guy in, you would have got your load. But it's karma points, man. You know, sometimes just be nice. Sometimes I get it, you can't, or there's a big line to get into Maersk and somebody dive bombs all the way to the front. And you're just like, dude, like I've been waiting for an hour and a half in this line, bro. Like, just.
Yeah.
I get it. But just try to be more courteous to each other. We're all in this shithole together.
Yeah, back to the whole being in your spot thing. I don't move if I'm already in my spot because of that. I already learned my lesson. So
yeah. Also,
people come up to you and say that their container is on top of yours. If you could trade spots, it's still a no.
It's still a no.
And if they get upset, then it's like, I guess that's what I get for being here first, buddy. You know?
No, that's just it too. Like I feel so you have to find a middle ground because some people just feel really entitled. Like some people are just like, hey, are you in your spot? Yeah. Oh, well, my spot's right in front of you, and like there's a little bit of room. You think you can back up and like let me in so I can get? It's like, dude, like I'm already here, bro, and this is my spot. And it's just it's the hustle, bro. Like that's where learning how to move in the port. That all comes into play. You have to. You win some, you lose some, bro. Like I'm sure it happened to us where you show up just a little bit too late, or you see somebody backing into your spot, or you can barely fit, and you're just like, damn, you're assed out. Now you got to go wait in the back and snipe it out, see if you can
honk at everyone, even if you don't know where the fuck they're going, but it just makes you feel better. Hey, line's over here, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Every driver like, hey, what spot you going? What spot you going? What spot you going? Just to see,
or just go, and then based on the honks,
you kind of gauge it. It's like, all right, they're honking at me. Sometimes, dude, like you just wonder, like, what the hell some of these people are doing. So sometimes there'll be a spot open. Right, you dive bomb in there, knowing that the line's gonna move forward because you can kind of see if all these chassis are like offset on the containers. You can be all right, like about 3 trucks back, kind of looks like everybody's gonna be rolling up.
Yeah.
So if you squeeze in, but there's not enough room for like a dude with a sleeper, right? He's gonna stick out too far into the lane. Dude, they lose their shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've had like threats, bro. Like dudes try to freaking open up my truck door, like. Like, bro, you should have just got in here. Knowing the guy's load's coming down, it's going to move. Like, well, we've been here all day. And it's like, dude, you didn't get in here. I did. Well, you need to get out of line. Go get a clerk, bro. I'm not leaving. That's just how it is. Like, it's not, you didn't intentionally be a bad guy, but it's like you got in. Get in where you fit in, bro. Like, get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
And if you fit in, then that's it. They're lost. They could have did it. sometimes you got to chooch it, bro.
Yeah, they're just mad they didn't get to do it.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
didn't think of it. They didn't have the balls to do it.
I would go scope it out. Well, that's why you do it before you make line. Before you waste time in the line. You go scope it out, let him honk. But if your spot's open, go in. If it's not, then you go with that. Around. You go with that peace of mind to the back of the line. Like,
all right, my spot's taken.
Yeah.
I'm asked out. Whatever. Let's chill.
Yeah. So the next question is, if you could go back in time, what would you tell 18-year-old Jeremy?
I love cars, right? I wasted a lot of money on it. I wasted a lot of time. I would definitely let myself know, like, the potential I have to do. You know, I would have told myself about this industry a long time ago, bro, because I feel, you know, I would have been a lot more ahead in life. You know, I guess never too late to an extent, right? You know, I'm like 31, I'm going to be 32 in a few days.
Yeah.
But had I started this in my early 20s, like, I know right now I'd have a house. Like, I know I would have. You know, things would have been better, but I'm grateful for where I am today. But yeah, I would tell myself, you know, just get your head on straight, quit blowing through money on stupid shit. You know, you can do it later when you have a house and when you're already set, but right now you need to focus on, you know, bettering yourself and providing for your future. Dude, the money I sunk into those cars, I know I could have bought a truck. Because trucks were what, like $30,000? Like,
recently?
No, I'm talking like
before this whole
2015, 2018, $30,000. You could have a truck.
Yeah,
you know. But
am I the only one that imagines and plays this game like in their head? Like, what? I wonder how much money I would get back if I could get a refund for all the stupid shit I spent money on. Like, how much would I have right now? Like, if it could magically appear.
Definitely, you know? Like at least $70,000. Just in car stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I always use like nice tools, you know, like Snap-on and stuff. So I still have the tools though, by the way. So
yeah.
But yeah, if I applied my money correctly, I know I would have had a truck already and would have been a lot better off financially. But you live and you learn, man. It's part of just accepting your fate, and you try to pass wisdom on other people, but you have to be understanding that not everybody takes your advice, or, you know, a lot of people are hard-headed like myself, and just terco, bro. You got to learn on your own.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Lastly, any a goal you would like to share? You want to be an owner up? Anything you want to throw out there? Maybe in the future you look back on this episode and be like, oh shit, I did it. Or what's the main thing you want to look back on and be like, I'm glad I did that?
Just like the same thing as finding a job, dude. You know, it'd be nice to come back to this, you know, a few months, a couple of years, whenever it does happen, and, you know, let you know if it worked out. You know, sometimes things don't. And I think that's a risk you go into as an owner-operator. Sometimes things work out, sometimes things don't. You just have to be understanding. Give it your all. Don't just, you know, like, I believe in signs, but don't let like, God's not going to provide you success. You know, he gives you the tools for it, but you need to bust your ass to make it a reality. And if it doesn't, like, sometimes it's just not your time, or whatever, for whatever reason, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you could have been great at it, but then you get in a freaking bad wreck, you know, right before you sell your truck or whatever. Just, I don't know. That's the way I think of things. Like, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, so you think it happened and now you're fucked, but it really prevented something
else
worse.
Yeah. And that's another thing, like, about positive thinking, you know?
Yeah. Try
to be positive, because if you think about the negative and everything, dude, you're just going to rot. And then everything in your life becomes negative. You look at everything negatively. Then you start thinking negatively of people surrounding you because you think they're as negative as you are. And they're not.
Oh, yeah, assuming
is like the worst thing that we can do as humans, and we do it a lot. And I still catch myself doing it. But just bettering yourself, man.
Anything you would like to add? We're at the end.
I think we covered everything, man. Just, you know, stay happy. And don't
Stay happy.
don't forget to reach out to people, check on your people. If you're going through hard times, man, it's okay to open up, dude. Like, I know I may not look it, but my dad's like 100% Mexican, bro, from Michoacan. Like, from there, across the river, just like a lot of our peeps did. And his dad, very ornery too, bro. Just didn't like talking about, like, there's no such thing as depression. There's no such thing as, like, any of that thing. Like, they're just like, no, not that agüitas, pendejo. Dale gas. All the time. Like, don't talk about your feeling. Don't cry. Don't. So, dude, times have changed, bro. Like, you can't bottle that up because that shit bites you in the ass later. You don't know how to talk to your kids, or you don't know how to talk things out with your spouse or your significant other. You have to.
And get that cycle going.
Yeah, you want to break that curse, man.
Got it.
Reach out. If you need help, people are willing to listen, man. I've had that talk with a couple of people that are on this board.
Yeah. A lot of great people, man.
No, a lot of good people in here, dude. A lot of good people. It's just, we're out here, dude, and for the right reasons. Like, when people say, like, hey, bro, I'm having like a hard time, like, I don't expect them to tell me what exactly is going on in their life, but sometimes people just want to be heard. They want to hear themselves say it out loud, and then some people deal with it like that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You could save someone's life.
Yeah. Just
by hearing them out and then walking them through that whole moment of, like,
it's not a contest either, because, like, so I feel like sometimes we think we're helping with somebody trying to prove that our life is harder or worse.
Oh yeah,
but like, dude, in reality, like, dude, you're just making it worse for them, because then now they feel guilty thinking that they're going through their problems, and now you're going through something worse. So it's like you're belittling their problem. So, like, just hear people out. If they want your input, they'll give you that cue or ask, like, hey, you want to hear what I have to say, or are you just venting? Don't try to always outdo somebody, with trauma or whatever they got going on in their life at the moment. Just hear them out, bro.
I think, low key, we want to make it about ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, all the time. You want to relate, like, that's, I think that's like a natural instinct. You want to relate, and, but sometimes you just listen.
Yeah. That's why we got 2 years, 1 month.
Yeah, bro. That's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys. Well, first of all, thank you for taking the time to come by on a Sunday.
Gotta go to church.
And then thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the support. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.